So hello gamers, in this video I'm going to rank the PDWs in Phantom Forces. We're going to make this one go really fast, so I'm probably going to go one life with each gun, talk about the gun. If I die, then we go to the next gun, and I'll also be giving them a score of 1 to 10, no letter grades this time. So this is the MP5K. I really like this gun with the 10 mil conversion. The normal gun is probably like a 7 out of 10. It's decent, but it's not that good. But when you add the 10 mil conversion, it gets 36 damage, still has 900 RPM. The recoil isn't too bad, and up close this thing is a shred gun. It's just insane. It also gets like more pen and stuff, and I died. So this one gets like a 9 out of 10 with 10 mil and a 7 out of 10 otherwise. Next up is the UMP45. This gun's it's pretty good. I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10 as well. It 2 hits head, but it doesn't shoot that fast, and the muzzle velocity isn't that good. I guess the pen is good, and yeah, the min is not too bad for a PDW, but like other than that, it doesn't really shoot that fast, and it's not insanely good. Better than the base level MP5K, I would say, but not nearly as good as the 10 mil conversion. And next up we have the G36C. You probably know what I'm going to say about this gun. It's really not that good. I guess some of the benefits is it's kind of more like a carbine. I think it used to be a carbine, but I think G36K was also a carbine. I don't remember. Anyways, it's a PDW now. It's not really that good. The G36K just exists, and I guess 300 conversion is good, but other than that, it's not really that good. And even with 300 conversion, it's just kind of like a MP5K10 when you think about it, that just shoots slower, has like worse reloads and stuff like that. It's just a meh. Feels way too much like just a really bad carbine, unless like a PDW, which usually I like PDWs, but just not this gun. It's just average, you know. I got 100 kills on it for my getting 100 kills with every gun thing, which wasn't a video or anything. I just did that for fun because I actually like playing this game, and I was kind of disappointed. This gun is just not that good. It's all right. I guess I give it like a 6 out of 10. Probably the lowest score any PW is gonna get because I do like a lot of the PWs, but I'm not finding anybody to kill me. I need to go to the next gun. Oh, hey, there's a guy and he's dead. I mean, 33 to 20 is not terrible considering like it's a PW, but yeah. Not the best. Guys, please kill me. I guess I can just F5. Anyways, next up we got the MP7. This thing's insane. It's not really, actually. It's probably another 7.5 out of 10 gun. G36C was a 6 out of 10, I think. So it's definitely better than the G36. But I mean, it's the G36. It's not like a very good gun. But yeah, this gun shoots really fast, has pretty good pen. Damage is not the best. The RPM is not super good, but it's pretty good, honestly. 950, I think. Still slower than like the Colt SMG and not as much damage. Anyways, next up we have the MAC-10. MAC-10 gets like an 8 out of 10. In LRC, it gets like a 4 out of 10, but up close, it's like a 10 out of 10. So it gets like a, you know, an 8 out of 10. Because up close, 2-hit head, like a 1090 RPM, 1090 RPM. It's like, it's pretty good. And it doesn't even like do too bad in like mid-range, I guess. It's just LRC. Wow, this thing is trash. And the thing is, like, Colt SMG does exist. 8 out of 10 because it's really good in CQC, but just not that good in LRC. But at the end of the day, it is a PDW. Like, it should be not that good in LRC and really good in CQC. That's what PDWs are for. But let me know what you think about all of these guns in the comments. If you find one that I just rated wrong in your opinion, let me know. I feel like a lot of people aren't going to say that the MAC-10 is as good as I say it is, because, like, it's a kind of underrated gun, I'd say. Some people just don't find it that good, and I'm going to die. No. It's got a cool alt-aim as well. Let me just alt-aim a guy. Alt-aim. Oh my gosh, can I just get killed by this lobby, dude? I don't want to F5 when I die, but I guess I gotta. Yeah, my assault rifle ranking took like a million years, so I'm trying to do this one a little bit faster so it's not like a 20-minute video. But this gun is the P90. As you know, I'm actually a pretty big fan of this gun. With CiviMag, it's really good. It's kind of like a MP7, just better, honestly. Like, I really like the MP7, and it does shoot a little bit faster and do a little bit more damage. But P90 gets that 50-round 50 round mag, whatever. Boom, it just goes. Lots of pen. CiviMag basically just makes it better than the MP7 because way faster reload. 2-second reload is very, very fast, especially considering the original one was like 4 seconds, and it doesn't have the capacity, but it like has the reload, so very good. There you go, see that? It also comes with an alt-aim, and it's like a good alt-aim. It's not like a regular alt-aim that some PWs have. Anyways, next up is the MP5. Can't really say too much about this gun. It's just really good. It 3 hits, but not that far. I mean, it does have pretty good recoil. Its 5 hit is pretty far. It's basically like better than MP5 SD, but I like the MP5 SD more because it sounds cooler. And it's like, that's just more of a personal preference thing. But anyways, this one, oh yeah, P90 gets like an 8.5 out of 10. This one gets a 8 out of 10. Next up is the Colt SMG though. This one is going straight to 10 out of 10. 10. I hope I didn't miss any rankings. If I missed one, MP7 was like, what did I even say for MP7? Maybe 7.5 or so? Maybe an 8? Colt SMG is a 10 out of 10 though. I just died. It's insane. It shoots really fast, does pretty good damage. 3 hits pretty far. But anyways, next up is the L2A3. This thing is well known with the 45, but I really don't like the 45 on it. I like the default ammo. Does 36 damage, shoots at 550 RPM, laser accurate recoil, 2 shots headshot, pretty far, does 24 min. So for a PDW, it does actually like pretty good damage. And I just got shot by a Malcolm intervention. Anyways, this one's like a 7.5 out of 10 again. And next up is the MP5 SD. Whatever ranking I give the MP5, I give to the MP5 SD because it's basically the same gun, except it's actually a little bit worse. I'm dying so much. I'm going 24 and 8 though. And surprisingly, next up is the MP10, and I'm gonna give this one a 8.5 out of 10. The reason I think it's better is because more RPM. Yes, it 4 hits up close, but honestly, like, you're never gonna 3 hit with the normal MP5. It 3 hits to like 20 studs, and this thing performs actually kind of better in LRC, like more RPM, but still really accurate recoil, and it does more damage LRC. Comes with a flashlight, which is kind of funky. Its damage ranges are really good, and it has a long barrel as well. I mean, the MP5 also has a long barrel, but like, this is more of like an assault rifle, honestly. Just kill me, dude. Oh my gosh. How am I supposed to die so I can go to the next gun if just everybody sucks sometimes? It's either they kill me in like 1 second, or they take so long to kill me and I have to F5. But look at that range, dude. That's 297 studs. No sweat at all. Anyways, we're like almost halfway down the list. Next up is the M3A1. L2A3 45 exists, but I like the M3A1 more. It does way better damage LRC, and up close, yes, it does a little bit less damage, but it can kill with 1 limb, 1 torso up close, which is like pretty good for like 60 studs. Doesn't shoot quite as fast as the L2A3 45 does. And it's like way more accurate than the L2A3 45 is. I don't know how they made this gun so accurate, but yeah, it is. It used to suck, but now it's insane. Like before it didn't like 2 hit or anything. It was just like a bad UMP, but now it's like really good. Oh man, I keep forgetting to rank. I think I gave this one an 8.5. This one gets a 9 out of 10. I love that gun. But next up is the MP510. The MP510 is basically an MP5 upgrade in every way. So I'm going to give this one another 8.5 probably. Maybe even a 9. Because look at that, it just kills in like 1 second, and we already have to go to the next gun. It does a lot of damage, 35 to 24, very, very good. Uzi gets a 7.5 out of 10. All these guns are super good, but like, Uzi might get a 7. Uzi's not super good, it's just decent. You'd think it would shoot fast like the MAC-10. Like a lot of people think that the Uzi and the MAC-10 are similar, but no, they're not, and we have to go to the next gun. But this can 2-shot headshot, it has pretty good multis. But next up is the AUG 3 Para. This one gets a 8, maybe an 8.5. Yeah, we'll give it an 8. This is why. It is freaking laser accurate. It used to have 25 rounds in an extended mag, but now it just comes with the extended mag, which sucks because I bought the extended mag. It's just a laser beam. It's good. It's like an M4A1 upgrade almost. Kinda, sorta. Super accurate. Same RPM. Same damage, but better ranges. At least a better max range. Slower reload, I think, but more bullets. So like M4A1 kinda, in a way, sorta. Like I said, it's not super like the M4A1, but I think it has better recoil, which is surprising considering the M4A1 has like really accurate recoil. Now we're at the K7. I really like the K7. I'd say this one gets like probably another 8.5. You know what? This one gets a 9 out of 10 actually. I was going to say like 8 or 8.5, but I think it gets a 9. Super fast. It doesn't do the most damage, but when you think about it, it does like MP7 damage, but shoots way faster and still has like the exact same recoil. Muzzle velocity does kind of suck on this gun. It like really sucks. 1300. Worse than like the CAC and the AS Val and stuff like that. And I despise bad muzzle velocity, but it's still pretty good. I went 40 and 13, and that's actually pretty good, honestly, considering I had to like switch guns every time. But next up, we got the Krinkov. I made a video. It's now members only, so you'd have to be a member for my channel to watch it. But I did make a video on the Krinkov very early on, like right after it came out. It was the first Halloween gun that I had because I was about rank 88 when the Halloween update came out, and so I didn't have any of the other guns except the Thumper. But yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not super good. I'd say it's probably like a 7.5, maybe an 8 out of 10. Pretty good damage, not the best max range, but it does shoot pretty fast, and the recoil is not too bad. Like, it's actually super accurate, and like damage wise it's pretty good. 38, I think. So yeah, but I think it drops to 17, and the minimum damage range is actually pretty good. It's not really my favorite gun, honestly. It's just like, I have a surprising number of kills for something that I kind of find so meh. It's because back when I used to like make review videos, I would play with the gun for like 2 hours, get all the meta attachments on it, and then make the video. And after like 6 videos of doing that, I found out that took like my entire day, and I just wasn't able to maintain that. So I stopped doing that, and I would only use guns that I already had used a bunch, so I understood them, or guns that I just didn't have that many attachments on. and I just did the video with like very few attachments. But yeah, this gun gets a 7.5 out of 10. It's not terrible. PPSH, bro, it's the gun, dude. It's so good, but it's not really that good anymore. It's kind of like a better P90. I don't remember what I gave the P90. This thing gets like a 9 out of 10. Originally, it was like an 11 out of 10 back when Obre's barrel existed. Not originally, but like, you know, during the Halloween update. This thing was insane. Oh, and I'm dead. But yeah, next up we got the Foul Parashorty. So PPSH is a 9 out of 10. This one gets another 8.5 out of 10. I'm giving a lot of these guns like really high rankings because I'm a big PDW fan, and all the PDWs are pretty good. It kind of goes, it does a lot of damage, but I just died, so I can't really show you that much more about it. It gets another 8.5, maybe even a 9. Actually, I'm gonna give it a 9 because of the 45 conversion. Next up, we got the Vector, and I accidentally spawned in with the 9mm conversion, which sucks because I don't really like the 9mm conversion as much as like 45. I'd say even like after all these years, it still probably is a 10 out of 10 for me. K7's a 9 out of 10, a very strong 9 out of 10, maybe even a 9.5, but this thing just goes above and beyond. 35 damage, 1200 RPM, but low recoil. Like, how? It's got a little bit of initial kick, but like this thing can kill people at range, especially with 9mm conversion, but even with 45, which like a 45 ACP to kill at range at 1200 RPM. What? How is that even fair? You know, this thing is just, it destroys, it shreds. I'm surprised it's still not super big. Like, you'll see this thing every once in a while, but like, man, back in the day, everyone used to want a Vector, you know? I guess they did nerf it since then, but like, it's still insane. It's still super good. So this one is a solid 10 out of 10. So the only 10 out of 10s are the Colt SMG and the Vector, which I kind of thought would happen since I like them that much. But next up is the Bison. This is another gun that originally I didn't like that much, but now I can say it's pretty good. I think I'm using 9mm on it, which is not good at all because I think it's 7 hits LRC, which is just stupid. I don't know why it does that. It's like this fast firing 3-hit gun that has a lot of bullets and I'm about to die. It's kind of like a P90, but shoots really slow, but actually does like some damage up close. And the recoil is pretty low. It's just not exceptional, you know? But yeah, you might find a user for this gun every once in a while, but it's not gonna happen that often. Should I just void myself? What am I going? 18-4? That's pretty good. 19-4 now. 24. As you can see, it does kill up close. 34 damage for a gun like this is actually kind of surprising. You'd think it would do like 33 or something, but I guess it does start out as being a 45 gun. So yeah, this one gets a 7.5. I've never really disliked this gun, but I've always just not found it that good. But next up is the MP40. This is gonna get another 7.5 out of 10. It could be great, but it's just not insanely good. But when it goes, it goes. Like, it's kind of like an L2E3 upgrade, mostly because of the headshot ability. I guess it's more like a UMP45 upgrade at the same time, so like it kind of makes those two guns like not as good when you think about it compared to it, but they're still good in their own ways. But yeah, I really like this gun. It does a lot of headshot damage, so yeah, it gets a 7.5. But next up we have the X95 SMG. I'm not a big fan of this gun. I know that triplex exists on it and it's pretty good, but man, this thing is just kind of meh for me. Probably like another 7.5, maybe a 7. And next up we got the Tommy gun. It could be a 10 out of 10 honestly if the 1919 conversion was like good, but the 1919 conversion, which I'm currently using because it's fun, it does that. And when you can still 2-hit head, it actually has like one of the fastest time to kills in the entire game. And I guess like all the shotguns and 1-shotguns, but like that doesn't really count. But yeah, more RPM than a Vector, but can 2-shot head, which is just kind of good. And finally, we have the Rama. Originally, I just despised this gun, but actually, I've kind of grown on it a little bit, and I'm about to die, so I'm not even going to be able to use it. But it can still kill up close. It has a lot of bullets and a fast reload, so it's pretty good, honestly. I'd probably give it a 7.5. Originally, I was like, this is going to be like a 5 out of 10, but when I got 100 kills on it, I was like, nah, this is decent. But I'm still not going to use it because I don't really like it that much. But anyways, that was an insanely fast video. I thought this would take a lot longer, but I was like, okay, we're gonna go through these guns super fast. I really just want to like put all this content really like jammed together so that way you get the most in the least amount of time. Better for everybody if we just make the video a little bit faster. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.